Hi everybody, I'm Aryan Rasoulipour and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to answer one of the most frequent questions, that is, how can I learn a new language? Okay, that's a fantastical goal. Learning a new language can open up so many doors. Here's us a straightforward approach to get you started. First, you should define your why and set realistic goals. Motivation is key. Why do you want to learn this language? For travel? For work? For connecting with loved ones? Or just for challenging? Knowing you why you want to learn a language will keep you on going and start a small specific goals. Instead of become fluent, aims for something like learning 10 new words per week or be able to introduce myself in the language with a mouth. Short term goals provide a sense of accomplishment. Secondly, you should immerse yourself even at home, challenging and changing your environment. Label your household items in your target language. Listen to music, podcast, or radio in that language, even if you don't understand everything at first. Okay? Watch movies and shows. Start subtitle in your native language, then switch to subtitles in target language, and finally then remove subtitle at all. This provides a context of misunderstanding and make a learning more engaging. Build a strong foundation. Start with a very common vocabulary and phrases. Focusing on words and sentences that you will frequently in everyday situation. And also build a very good basic for grammar. Understanding the structure of the language is crucial, but don't forget to get bogged down in complex rules at the beginning. Okay? Practice pronunciation early. Getting in the sounds right from the start will prevent a bad habit later on. Listen to native speakers and try to imitate and mimic them. Practice make perfect. So, practice actively and consistently. Speak from day one. Don't wait until you feel ready. Find a language partner, tutor, or even do talk to yourself in front of mirror. Making mistakes is a part of a progression. Use language learning apps and websites like Duolingo, Gmemorize, and Babel as a dictionary are popular options for vocabulary and grammar practice. Anki Droid is great for spaced repetition flashcards. Read roughly and also start with children books, and graded readers are gradually moved to more complex texts. Written in language and write in the language. Keep a journal, write short stories, and participate in online formats and forums. S- Next, you should be stay motivated and be patient also. Make it fun. Find activities you enjoy doing in the language, like playing games, cooking, or joining a language exchange group. Track your progression and track also your progress. Seeing how far you've come can be great motivator. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. They are valuable learning opportunities. Be patient. Language learning takes time and effort. Celebrate the small victories and don't forget to discourage by plateaus. Consistency is more important than intensity. Keep it in your mind. And also unexpected insight. Wow. Learning a language isn't just about memorizing words and grammar. It's about building a new way of thinking and connecting with the world embrace the journey, and also and enjoy the process of the discovery. And the next question is that which and what skills do I need? Active listening, tuning in not just for the words, but also rhythm, intonation, and also turning to the pause. It helps you pick up noises and improve your own pronunciation. Observation is next. Noticing patterns in grammar and vocabulary. How do native speakers construct sentences? What words pop up frequently in certain contexts? Memory, but with a strategy, it's not just the rule of memorization. Learn how to use techniques like association, visualization, and spaced repetition to make new words and phrases stick into and adhere to your mind. And also to the those maintaining from context and not getting stuck on every unknown is crucial. Risk taking. You will make a mistake when speaking, but being willing to put yourself out there, even if you are not perfect, it is essential for progress. Don't let the fear to error paralyze you. Adaptability. Different learning methods works for different people and different stages also. Being open-minded to try new approaches and figuring out what resonates with you is key. Patience and perseverance. Language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. So there will be a time when you feel stuck. The ability to keep going, even when it's challenging, is vital. Curiosity, a genuine interest in the language and its culture, it fill you motivation and make its learning process more enjoyable. Ask why I am learning this language and why this something is like this and why again why, and you should explode inside and immerse into these whys. And resourcefulness is other element you should be aware about it. Knowing how to find and utilize different learning resources and edge to dictionary, refer to dictionary, online communities, learning partners will make you to more independent learner. And you should have a self-awareness about understanding your strengths and weakness as a learning allows you to concentrate it and focus on your efforts of effectively. What are you good at? Where do you want to struggle? And where do you struggle in? These are key crucial elements, elemental questions that you should respond to yourself when you learn a new language. Think of these skills as a muscle you can develop and alongside with your vocabulary and grammar. The more you cultivate them, the more efficient and enjoyable your learning journey will be. And also, the last question is that how long does it take for me from A1 as a beginner or elementary level to native like level or C2? Okay, that's $1 million question, isn't it? There's no single answer, as it depends on the whole bunch of juicy factors. Think of like baking a cake. The ingredients, the oven, and the baker all play a role. Estimate learning hours. Okay, keep in mind these are estimates and approximates. For guided learning, self study hours should be added on top. First, from A1 to A2, again I repeat it, it's approximately, you need to practice between 150 to 20 to 100 hours totally. From A2 to B1, you should practice between 300 and 500 hours in total. And from B1 to B2, you should practice about 500 to 700 hours totally. And from B2 to C1, you should practice between 700 to 950 hours totally. And from C1 to C2, approximately and estimately, you should work between 900 to between 900 and 1200 hours totally. So to go from A1 to C2, you are looking at a rough estimate, approximate of 900 to 1000 hours of guided instruction. But wait, there is more to be received. Here are some key ingredients to drastically affect your progression and your progresses. The language itself, how similar is to your native languages? Languages with similar grammar, vocabulary, and sounds will generally be quicker to pick up. For example, a native Persian speaker like me might find Arabic or Turkish easier to learn initially than Chinese, Mandarin Chinese or Korean. Your natural aptitude. Some people just seems to have a knack of for languages. Things like memory for sounds and grammatical pattern play a role in these peoples. And your motivation and dedication. How much do you want to learn? Are you setting aside consistent time for study and practice? Passion is a powerful fuel also. Your learning style is important and matter. Are you a visual, auditory, or maybe kinesthetic learner? Tailoring your methods to your strengths can make a big difference. And also the learning environment is very important element. Are you immersed in language and culture? Do you have opportunities to speak to native speakers regularly and spontaneously? Immersion is a supercharger and supercharger also for language learning. The quality of instruction and resources. Do you have a good teacher and effective learning materials can streamline the process? How much you practice? It's not just about studying actively. Technically, using the language through speaking, writing, listening, and reading is crucial for solidifying your knowledge. Your previous language learning background and experiences. If you have learned a language before, you will likely have a better understanding of language learning strategies. How much time do you dedicate? Studying for a language a week versus an hour a day will lead to vastly different timelines. In the world, reaching C2 as realistically takes several years of consistent effort, and some highly motivated individual favorable circumstances might achieve it faster, while others might take it longer. The takeaway and conclusion. Focus on consistent efforts and engaging edge with the language in various ways. Celebrate your progress at each level and remember that you should manipulate your practice and the journey itself is incredibly rewarding. Don't get too hung up on the exact timeline. Enjoy the process of unlocking a new way to communicate and be connected to the rest of the people and all the people. All in all, thank you so much for attending on my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like this video podcast and subscribe my channel. Until the next time, farewell, goodbye, and good luck. Thank you, farewell, bye.